Hello students, how are you? Today I am going to teach you the chapter number 2 of history. As per your book, the caption of the chapter is the rise and growth of the power of company power. Company means British company, that is East India Company. As you know that in our history, in our country, in the late 8th century, there were several Mughal rulers who were weak militarily wise, financially. Looking to their financial and military power, different governors of the Mughal Empire started to get freed from their control, their clutches. Because these rulers were from Mughal dynasty and they were weak. The last ruler was Aurangzeb. After the death of Aurangzeb, there were several rulers ascended on the throne of Delhi, but they all failed. This was the political situation of our country at that time. And one more thing that appeared in the history, that was at that time the Mughal court was divided into two opinions. One block was known as Irani and second was Turani. After the decline of several weak Mughal rulers, different outsiders from different countries started to invade our country, and these invaders were Nadir Shah, who invaded our country in 1739. Like him, Ahmad Shah Abdali was also one ruler who invaded our country during 1747 to 1767. That was the period. In this way, the Mughal ruler started to get weakened from time to time, and this was the time when India became a center for attraction of different rulers, particularly from Western countries. Here, if you see the history of our country, you will find that for the first time, Portuguese from Western country started to explore our regions, India. One name, you have already heard that name. The name was Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese navigator who traveled and came in our country. It is the port of Calicut on 20th May 1498. Along with him, there was a fleet of 4 ships, 118 sailors on board. At that time, he was warmly welcomed by Hindu king Jamurin. The Portuguese succeeded in establishing their trading centers in southern parts of our country, particularly Cochin, Goa, Daman, Diu. And surprisingly, these areas were under their control till the year of 1961. If you see the history, you will be surprised to know that these areas were freed from Portuguese after 1947. Second one was the Dutch. Dutch was also increased by looking the affluence of our country, the wealth of our country. They started to voyage to our country. They undertook several voyages for our country. They also established Dutch East India Company in 1602 particularly to have trade relations with our country. They established their trading centers, particularly in Muslipatam, Pulikat, Surat, Karikal, Patna, etc. In addition to that, Balasore and Cochin were also the trading centers of Dutch. At that time, they exported cotton cloths, raw silk, mussels, opium, indigo from India. Dutch were very successful in establishing their monopoly in the spice trade throughout the 17th century. It was a plus point for them. They established trade link between India and the islands of Far East. Dutch were at that time expanding their trade in India and the islands of Far East areas. I hope this is enough for today. The duration of the video is about 6 minutes. If you listen to the voice, you will find that whatever the book says, I have told the same thing. You try to inculcate those things in your mind and put in your copies as notes. Read the book carefully, go through it one or two or three times so that you can be well acquainted with the facts of our history, because history is very important. Without history, you should not have not a clear picture of our country, how our country was ruled by different rulers in different periods. I hope this will suffice your purpose. Thank, thank you for watching. And one more I request to make is to make my channel popularize. Hit the bell button and encourage our friends, other of other schools to see my videos again and again, so that the subject matter may be clearer by the time. Thank you.